Today we're going to do a 15-minute workout for your legs, hamstring stretches, and just opening up that tight hamstrings. Just part of the recovery process. So we're going to start with the hands, fingertips, palm, wrist. So you want to have your fingers kind of up of it so you can actually stick your finger underneath them. Then put the weight on the palm, and that keeps the weight off of your wrist. Okay, so if you've got, sore wrists, that position is going to help you. And also, you can roll up a towel and put it underneath your wrist, which will lift them up just a little bit. That will help as well. The other alternative is to come down like this onto your hands. There's no right or wrong way to do it. Just find what works for you. So I'm really tight in my arms still, so that's where I'm working. So we're going to sit back, and I'm going to stretch the quads here. Deep breath in. We're going to drop those shoulders down, bring the head up. Deep breath in and out, lower down to the ground. Stretch the back of the neck. You can move your head left and right here. Nice deep breathing. And we're going to raise and lower the head. And then slowly walk the hands back. Drop the shoulders down. And we're going to round the spine back. Kind of some seated cat-cows here. Keep the core engaged. Nice deep breathing. Yeah, comfortable. Alright, then we're going to drop down onto the elbows again. And we're going to walk back up. And we're going to bring the right leg forward. And I'm going to use my blocks because it pulls on my arm. So you're just holding yourself up with the blocks. And you're going to work to stretch the leg back. Okay? Forward and back. So you're going to move the blocks forward. But what we're trying to do is we're trying to come forward so we can stretch that hip flexor on the left leg. Now you can keep your knee flat like this. You can also flex the foot to stretch out the bottom of the foot. Lean forward and you can lift the leg up. I think that's a little bit easier on your knee. You're going to get a little different stretch on the hamstring and the hip flexor. And then come back down, flip the foot back down, and flip the foot back. You can walk the blocks back. Flex the foot and slowly lower down to stretch out that hip hamstring. Nice deep breaths. And you can see I've lost a lot of my flexibility, which, it's kind of hopefully I'm inspiring you guys to get off the couch and do stuff, because if you lose your flexibility and you don't do something to fix it, it's never going to come back. You're just going to continue to, lose your muscles and your flexibility, and it's just going to increase your pain. So hopefully I'm inspiring you all to try and move. Now keep your core engaged, your legs engaged. And then we're going to bring the foot back and we're going to switch sides. So do the same thing on this side. Walk it forward. Shoulders down and back. Stretch it back. And use your blocks to help you get down, to support you. You might be a little shaky. Forward. Lean forward. We're going to flex that foot and lift it off the ground. Slowly lower down, and we're going to flex the foot back. Flex the foot. And slowly come back down. Okay. Now we're going to come to a seated position. Legs in the center. And again, we're going to use the blocks. We're just going to lean forward onto the blocks. You're going to really feel this stretching when you keep your hamstrings and your legs squeezed, your glutes tight, your core engaged. You're going to really feel those legs, the inner thighs. You might feel the back of the legs. You can put a little bit of a flow in there if you like. And you can walk the blocks out and slowly come down. Drop the head. Now, if this is too far for you guys, you can, use your blocks. You can use a pillow, whatever's more comfortable for you to sit forward and we're just stretching here. This is a slow, it's kind of like a yin yoga. You're just breathing. Shoulders pressed down and back. Give move the head left and right. And then you're going to work on moving the blocks out and try to come down a little bit further. Okay. Move left and right here. Keep the feet flexed and keep everything engaged. And then we're going to slowly come up, and I want you to lean over the right leg. Same thing, you can put a block on either side if you need to. And we're just stretching out the hamstrings, the bottoms of the foot. Take a couple of breaths. And pay attention to where you feel things pulling. Like I feel this right in the back of my neck, right between my shoulder blades. Keep your core engaged. Alright, and then slowly come up. I will do the same thing on the other side. So we'll come down. And if one side is tighter than the other, like I'm definitely tighter on my left side than my right, I'm going to use the blocks. And I'm going to hold up to stretch out. Keep the shoulders pressed down and back. And then maybe you can move the blocks after a couple of breaths. And slowly come back up, back to the center. And we're going to bring both legs together. And we're going to do the same thing. So we're just going to lean forward And I want you just to take your time here. Keep your feet flexed. If when you lean forward you feel it pulling on the bottom of your leg, just come back further or lift the block up. And my hamstrings are really tight, so I'm way back up here. And because when I've leaned forward, I can really feel it pulling. So, and if you want, you can put a little bit of movement in there. Just keep everything squeezed tight in your legs, your core, your glutes. Keep your feet flexed. Right? As long as there's no pain, then you can do the movement. But if you get extra pain, then don't. Okay? Sometimes it's good to just hold it in one position. Stretching forward, lower the blocks. Or you can also put your hands on your legs and walk your hands down your legs so that you're stretching forward. Okay. Deep breaths in and out. You really feel that stretching your lower back. Let's push the shoulders down and back. Squeeze the core, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the leg muscles. And I can really feel it stretching out the bottom of my feet here. My right foot and my left foot is really, really tight. Okay. And that just comes from non-usage. You know, if you're like me and you had some surgery and you're not able to move for 3 weeks, very quickly you discover everything kind of goes away. But you can see after a couple of breaths, I'm now able to get down. Alright, and I'm going to move my hands back up. And I'm just going to take one of the yoga blocks. And I'm going to do a little bit of arm mobility here because I'm still working to get my arm moving. So just holding onto the block and lift up as high as you can. Deep breath in, exhale. When you exhale, that's when you want to rise it. And then slowly come down. Inhale. Go back up. And lower down. And back up. Lower down, back up. And lower down. Okay, we're going to bring the feet in together and we're just going to lean forward, gently stretch out the inner thighs. And this is a great stretch for you guys to do. And whenever you feel tight, any day, anytime. Keep everything engaged. Again, you can use the movement. You can walk the hands around to outside. Shoulders down and back. You can put your hand on your knee and gently look over your shoulder. And then walk over to the other side. And do the same thing. And back to the center. And do a couple of shoulder circles. And a couple of neck curls. And that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you will try to do this one every day, especially if you're just starting your mobility back like I am. And it's just important. The more you do, the better you're going to feel. And positive thoughts, that's the other thing. Try to keep your thoughts positive, because if you think negatively, that's going to bring negative stuff to you. So be positive, be happy you're taking time to heal yourself, and within a couple of days of doing it, you guys should really notice a huge difference in your body. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Click the bell at the top to turn on your notifications. And I'll see you next workout.